and today I wanted to show you, I'm doing a craft room makeover. Currently my craft room is kind of behind me, you can kind of see it, and I have this room for arts and crafts, and I also have an office which is in our basement, which is huge and really nice, but I don't need two spots. My husband is going to be working from home soon, and he's going to take over the downstairs office. Even though he has downstairs office, his room does not have a window, and I feel really bad if he's going to be in there all day that he should have a window. So I'm giving him the entire basement for himself, and I'm moving up here. So I have just put in an order in Ikea where I'm going to be replacing quite a lot of stuff and making this room much more able to be used as an office and craft room. It's a little scary. Sorry for how I look today. I went out last night and I'm a little hungover and a little tired, and I just did not feel like making an effort. So anyway, I wanted to do a before and after reveal, so I thought I'd take you through my current craft space and show you what it's like. So here we go. So when you walk in the door, you can see it's a decent sized room. I'll shut the door because my kids are making a lot of noise. So this is kind of it in a nutshell. This used to be our guest room, and before we moved in, the past owners, it was their daughter's bedroom, but it was also the room they kept the dogs. So it has the mankiest carpet. Even though the rest of this floor is all hardwood, this room is pretty disgusting. I really wanted to kind of replace it, but my husband's cheap and won't let me, so we're making it work. The main part of this area you can probably see is my scrap box, and this room is not organized at all. It's dirty and messy, and oh my gosh, my children are so loud. So I didn't want to clean it up and make it all pretty for this video because it's going to look pretty after I reorganize it, but for now I just wanted to kind of show what I've got. Over here is kind of, I have a little wall shelf that's going to be replaced. I have some metal grids that I'm going to put up on either side of the window here. And yeah, over here is just some old paintings. These are very old. I like to think I've improved a lot since these were done, but they mean a lot to me, so I keep them up. And yeah, I just got little bits of art framed on here. This is currently my kids' little art area. I made them a little art cart full of art supplies that I don't use anymore and craft supplies, and they just adore it. And it's going to be leaving this room and they're going to be very sad, but I can't really help it. I just won't have the room for it. This is a little cart that I made for my records. Again, I just did a record purge. I got rid of like 150 records. I have been watching Marie Kondo, so they did not bring me joy. And so I got rid of them, donated them to Goodwill, and I've kept the ones that mean a lot to me. And that's one of my record players. I have several. This is my little, just a wall shelf, or a freestanding shelf that's in here for storing stuff. It's kind of empty right now. That's my little wall hanging I got from World Market, and I love it. And this is kind of an awkward place. It's where the door is, and there's a wall in front of it. So there's not much I can do with that area. So I'm trying to make the best of it. I've got just random storage everywhere. This little unit is going to be going. This is a console that I bought from an office building that was going out of business. I painted it gray, and for a long time it was in our living room. But yeah, it just didn't fit in with our decor, so I put it in here. Oh, and I've got my closet here, which has tons of storage in it, which is good. I've got canvases. There's tools and stuff in here, craft supplies, signs, wood signs, very old sketchbooks up there. I've got some candles and some tins that I bought that I just love, backdrops and curtains and a canvas tarp so I can put it down when I'm painting. I've got tons of rolls of vinyl in here for my Cricut, just odds and ends of stuff that I need to save but haven't got a place for. Art books that I've collected over the years. Down there is a fabric bin just with some scrap fabric that I have. I have a much bigger one downstairs. A giant thing of Mod Podge. Yeah, this room needs some love, but I think it's going to be really cool when it's done. The idea right now is that this corner is where my desk is going to be, where my computer, my office computer is going to be. So it's going to be over there. and I've bought some desk units, a corner unit, and then a very long desk for this side, and a shorter desk on that side. And then I'll be able to put up everything that I need. I have my printer and my Cricut machine and my computer and my art stuff. And then on this wall, I'm going to take down the frames, and I've bought some pegboards, some Ikea pegboards that I've seen other artists use, and I've got my scrap box, so I don't need to hang a lot of art supplies up there, but office supplies and stuff that I use really often and want to be able to reach are going to go up here. I bought 3 of them, and so they are about 90 inches across, and I bought a whole bunch of like stuff to go on it. So I think it should work really well. So yeah, I put in the order for pickup, and I'm going to pick up. I'm actually going to send my husband to pick it up, and he's not happy about it. They give you the option. They say you have to show ID when you pick up a click and collect, and they say they ask for the name of the person who's going to collect it, and I put my husband's name, and then I told him after the fact, and he was like, really? So I have to bribe him and do something nice for him later, because he's going to go pick that up for me and help me put it all together and get this room in order. So it might take a couple days, but I'm going to come back and show you what it looks like, and I'm super excited. Okay, so I have got my delivery, and I am throwing everything in a pile and trying to get it started. So this is what I have so far. That's my corner desk with my computer set on it. It's not hooked up. And that's the right side, which is going to have my printer and paper and everything I need for my office side of things. And then over here, you can see I have a really long desk, and that's going to attach, and that'll be where all my art stuff is and stuff that I need for my art business. So we're getting there. Okay, so this is really annoying. So I've just gone to open my, I bought that set of drawers over there, and this is the second one. And I opened it up, and it's just completely broken. I'm not sure what happened. The box is in perfect condition. It's not broken, but that is definitely completely destroyed and unusable. So I'm going to have to figure out what to do. I'm leaning toward just returning it and getting more legs, because I don't think I need 2 sets of drawers, especially with my scrap box. So I think I'm just going to get 4 more legs, because this tabletop right here, it takes 5 legs, and I have 1 left. So I think I'm going to return it, get 4 legs, and they're $4 each, so that's only $16. And if I return that, that's like 80 bucks. So yeah, and it might mean I can get decorations or something else that's cool. We'll see. Yeah. Okay, so I have my long desk set up now. That's good. The problem is it's not even with this desk. I don't know if you could see. There's quite a lip. If I push down, I can make them even. But I might have to adjust the legs on that corner unit, because the legs are adjustable at the bottom. But it's frustrating because I already had to adjust this side and make them higher. And this doesn't sit flush on top of here, so I've put 2 wooden wedges in there and a whole lot of like sticky tack, but it's not doing the best job. But at least I have the desk. So if you, sorry, my room is still a wreck, but if you look at it from here, you can kind of get a better picture. So we've got the nice long desk that comes right up almost to the door, and it goes all the way over, and then the corner unit and the smaller desk. Please don't drop that. That could be awkward.
What are you doing?
Thank you. Just set it down.
I didn't know they were doing it.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
My son is bringing up all of my stuff from my downstairs office, and he's putting it on this desk, which means everything, I'm running out of space, and I haven't hung my pegboards yet. So until I hang the pegboards, I can't put stuff on the pegboards. So this is just making a giant mess. And even though I've made tons of progress on this side, this side's now a disaster area. What are you doing? My little monkey, my helper. Are you helping me organize? Yeah. My buddy helping me organize. He's just stealing my craft supplies. Okay, so we are on day 3 of getting this room organized, and you can see behind me I have beautiful pegboards. And they were a little tricky to hang, but we got there in the end. And they look really cute. I love the storage, and I can add more accessories so I can hang more things. As I said, I've moved the shelf to the corner over there, which makes it out of the way, and I can just keep stuff that I don't use often there, which is nice. I've got my scrap box behind me. It's kind of closed up at the moment. And I put my Cricut over there because it was just not working on my desktop. Right now the desktop is a little cluttered. I've got all my tools that I've been using. I have this little basket that I found that I've just put notebooks and some random stuff in for now. I've got my Google Home. I've got a little oil burner. I've got my laptop over here. It was set up right next to the Cricut, which was on the end, which is not now. Those are some shelves I need to hang on the wall. Okay, so we're now on day 4, I think. And yeah, I'm getting a little irate. I've been in a lot of pain, and I had to see my doctor yesterday, and I'm going to be having some pretty major surgery at the end of February. So hopefully that will help all these issues that I have. But for today, for the last couple of days, I've just been a little poopy and kind of lazing, so I haven't got a ton done. And my husband, I think I said he started working from home, and so he's using my downstairs room. So getting stuff from that room up to here so I could put it away and figure out how to organize it has been tricky. But yeah, I wanted to show you guys a little update. It's not a huge amount from yesterday, but it's a little bit. So let's take a look. Okay, so this is my tabletop at the moment. My pegboard, it's filling up well, which is nice. I've got some of my more useful tools over here. They used to be in my scrap box, but I think I'm going to be trying to keep my scrap box for mostly storage and being able to get to things where I want. I've put the desk part down because my son, he's eating Pop-Tarts and throwing them all over. But he likes to get under there and grab stuff. So I've already had to take everything out of there, and the low drawers are all empty, but he keeps pulling those out. So I'm trying to think if it might be better to just keep that thing closed for most of the time unless I'm actually using it, which is what it's meant for. But the whole problem with that is obviously my floor situation. So I'm debating about actually moving the whole scrap box over into the corner and having it sort of kitty corner and opening out against each wall. So if I moved this whole thing over to the corner, then I free up a good amount of the wall over here, and I can actually use it to hang some art. The other thing is, obviously, if I do that, I'll have to move that shelf again and these things. But these can, well, the brown cabinet can go under this desk, and that can go, anywhere where I need it, because right now it's not really being used. I can even put it in the closet. The most important part for me for this room is having a good setup for filming, because I really want to build my channel, and who wouldn't? I mean, this is what life is now. We live online, and we perform for like dancing monkeys for the masses. So yeah, I've basically, I think this just looks so pretty. When it's all put away and nice, I'll have whichever way I turn my camera, I'll have a nice backdrop, because everything in this room is so pretty, right? So no matter what I do, it'll be a very nice art and inspiring background. There's so much space. So yeah, I'm just really excited, and that's the update for today. I'm going to, my goal is to get it done today, but I cannot promise. My oldest son has been homesick every day this week. It's Wednesday, and he's missed Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at school because he's sick. He never gets sick, so this is like a big deal. And my baby's obviously home with me, as always, and my 4-year-old is home because he only has preschool 2 days a week. But yeah, this video is getting so long, and I'm hopeful that at the end of the day today, I will be able to do a final reveal video, and that will be so nice. I'm so excited. Let's hope. Okay, so I have moved the scrap box into the corner, but not kitty corner. Still flat against this wall, but moved over so that we have more room on this side and I can put my shelf there. That opens flat, and then that one is turned, but it's not blocking the window. There's nothing that needs to go behind it, but we can store a few things over there, I think. If I needed something, oh, not really. With it closed I could, but like this, it goes right against the wall, so there's no real storage space. But if it was closed, there'd be a good 18 inches. And now I've got to, oh my gosh, I gotta get all this stuff sorted. Okay, so we are now on day 6, but I think we're there. The last couple days, you're all right. The last couple days I've been ill. My son had a pretty bad stomach bug this week and missed 3 days of school. And then the day he went back, which was yesterday, the night before last, I just jumped out of bed to start throwing up, and I threw up all day yesterday, and it's just been a long 2 days, and I'm still feeling pretty rotten. But my room is done. At least I think it's done. It's done enough. So let's take a look. All right, we're gonna hold him for a minute. Say hi. Hi. I told you he's adorable normally. You're okay. All right. Okay, so moving beyond the closet, on the floor here we have my old portfolio, again full of old art that will be funny to go through. We have my little tripod that can hold my camera or whatever I need it to. Over here I have a little wall shelf which is crooked. Even though I used a level, I messed it up. And it's got some of my smelly candles that I love and some oils that I melt. My matches that I have to have up high so my kids can't get them. A nice jar I painted, and that photo was taken in England on a little island called Weymouth outside, or called Portland outside of Weymouth, and it's one of my favorite places in the world. It's Smuggler's Cove. I can never go back. It's where my ex-husband's parents live and they hate me, but for a while there we used to go a lot, and I love that picture. Here is where the big shelf is that was in front of my door, and up top I've just got an old painting that I did. It's an acrylic kind of thing. It's not very good, but it was just my first try at a landscape in acrylic, and I decided to go huge, which was very silly of me. Oh, you went down? Okay, there you go. And up top, again, another photo framed from Portland, and that's in England. I don't know if I mentioned that. And yeah, and then I've just got old cables and stuff in there, and then I've got a nice little coffee mug that I like, and this holder that I used to keep paintbrushes in and pencils and stuff, but I've got them all sorted at the moment, so I don't need it right now. And then just, I love my little cat. Isn't that the cutest thing? I got that from Goodwill for like 50 cents, and it just makes me happy. And then same there, I got her from Goodwill, and I just really like it. It's just pretty. I love this little copper plate. I don't have any place for it right now, so I just set it there. This shelf, I have random journals that are empty, not used yet, that I collect journals. You should see I have a humongous bin downstairs. My husband's not happy. These are my oil paint brushes, which are just here so they're out of the way of my kids. More journals, old bullet journals and things. My paper cutter. These are my letters for my letterboard. This is a really beautiful carved wooden chest that I bought from a very nice Indian man when I lived in England. And inside is, again, old art that is just smaller and embarrassing. Down here, these are just for a blog post I'm doing. And in here is pictures. I like to get my pictures like from Instagram and stuff printed every once in a while, so I can hang them or use them in crafts. And so that box is just full of them. You're okay. In here, more oil, paint brushes, Gamsol, palette knives, gesso, fountain pens, stickers, various things like that. Just bins full of crap is what I call it. And then down there, that's an empty box, but it's just so he can play with it. That's exactly what it's for. So he can have something he can open and look inside. And he is very happy, because if he doesn't have stuff to play with in here, then he makes life very miserable for me. So I have to keep him occupied, but safely, and so he can't hurt any of my stuff. He just found his brother's toy gun, and yeah, he's obsessed. It's kind of annoying. Over here, I've hung some of my art that was on the other wall before, and my little wall hanging that I made, and it lights up, and I really like this, even though, ta-da! I used to have like a photo in the middle of it, so it worked as a sort of frame, but I haven't put anything up right now. But it's just so cute. Yeah, I made that from an embroidery hoop and some LED lights and some very chunky yarn. I don't know what I was thinking, but I like it. And then it's my scrap box, which is now in the corner, and I've closed it so that my son doesn't get into it, but he has figured out how to open it. He is very smart, this kid, for a 13-month-old. And he's also just learned, he's been climbing the stairs for a while. He started walking at 9 months. And as of yesterday, he can now go down the stairs as well as up the stairs. And so there's no stopping him, really. Here's just some of my aprons for when I'm painting. And then we come to the desk area. So here is the office side of the desk, and that is the art side of the desk. So we'll go through it a little bit. And I also hung this other wall hanging I made on top of the window, and it's really cute. It's a walking stick that we got in Vernal, Utah, which is where the dinosaurs are. And I macrameed with chunky yarn, which is not the best idea. It doesn't work as well. And then just added a nice little cute paper flower garland. And it works as a sort of accent to the window. I really like it. And oh, I forgot to say, it has LED lights on it as well, but I can't reach them because it's up too high, so it'll never get lit up. And you can probably see my window. I have some Crayola window markers, and my kids went to town on it, so all sorts of drawings. Here is my paper bin for my printer, and up here is just various watercolor papers that I have no place for right now, so they're just sitting on top of there. This is a little basket that I found in my cleaning, and it's got my bullet journal and just some sketch pads, some other journals, some watercolor stuff, my lettering book, and just anything random that I need to hold on to until I'm ready to put it away. My printer, which I would really, really like to get a new printer because this one does not work so well. It's old. It was sent to me through my blog to review and share, and it worked really great at the time, but it's just really not so good now, especially for art prints. It's fine for printing just text or even photos to an extent, but it's not the greatest at the moment for what I need it for. And it also, we had lost the cord a long time ago, and all we had was a UK cord from when we lived there, and my husband got an adapter, and the whole cord is like 2 feet, not even, like 1.5 feet or 2 feet long. So I ordered a new one, and it'll be here today. And then that's just my laptop on top of here because, again, I don't have any place for it. And then my computer setup. My husband was a doll baby, and if you remember, the cord situation was a complete mess. So he fixed it all and taped it under the desk and to the top of the bottom of the desk, if that makes sense. And so now I don't have cords everywhere, which makes me very happy. And then underneath I put all my records in that basket and put the basket under there because it hides where the cord stuff is so the baby doesn't mess with it. Because that is a problem here, is he likes to mess with all my cords and push buttons that turn things off and on, like power strips. And then above it, you can see it's the exact same. It's just my same art that was already there, and I didn't feel like messing with it, so I left it. I also hung up a shelf, my 2-tier shelf behind it, and it's going to, right now it's just kind of housing some stuff that I wanted off the desk, but I'm actually going to bring in, I have a Doctor Who collection with various sizes of TARDIS and Funko Pops of the Doctor and his pals, so they're probably going to go in there just so I can be happy, because I really do love Doctor Who. Another shelf up there, which I've just put all my writing books, well, not all my writing books, but some of my writing books, and you can see again the damn shelf is wonky. And my husband was here, and he was holding a laser level, and we marked it off completely straight. But for some reason, apparently we're both idiots because we messed that up somehow, and it's very, very, very crooked. But you know what? I don't care. I didn't want to redo it. It holds the books fine, so that's that. That is a little bulletin board I made. I found in my Ikea box from one of the desks. There was this big square of like corrugated cardboard that was like an inch and a half thick. So I covered it with duct tape on the sides and then put a piece of sticky fabric over the front and hung it up with command strips, and it's become my little bulletin board, which is nice, and I can put little inspirational things on there, and so that's what I've done. I mean, it's not going to hold a huge amount, but for little tiny scraps of paper to keep me happy, it's nice. I hung up my Dream, Create, Inspire thing that I made. That is an oil painting I did recently. Well, not recently, but like over the summer. And funnily enough, when we were hanging it, my 8-year-old, almost 8-year-old, was holding it, and he came away with like green fingers, and I can't figure out how. He swears it's from this painting. And it's been like 6 months that sucker's been curing, so it's still wet apparently. I didn't get any paint on me, but he did somehow, so we haven't varnished it yet. And I was thinking about varnishing it, but now I know it's still wet. We're gonna wait a while. And then over here, I've got, again, that, I got this from Target, and I just really like it. It's really cute. My little metal sign, get lost and find yourself, which again, I like. And there wasn't a lot of room over here, so I just stuck up a couple of things, including my letterboard, which I love. And it says, every action is an act of creation, which is, of course, a quote from Hamilton, and it is by far my favorite musical. In fact, I listened to the entire album while I was in labor with my little man over here, and he still recognizes that because I listened to it my entire pregnancy, honestly, and I knew every word. And so when I was laboring, there was nothing I wanted more than to listen to Hamilton. So I listened to it and I performed it for all the nurses and my husband and my mom, and they thought it was hilarious. And my husband took video of it, and I posted it on Twitter, and it went viral. So fun. And then we've got my obviously, oh, and I hung this little guy, which is a little rod where you can clip things to, and it's just kind of got some, again, more inspirational cute stuff. And you can see actually on top of some of these I've put little bloop 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 succulent plant. They're fake. One fell off and broke. I don't care. And my little mushroom, which I've had for years and years and years. And my little floof guy. I like drawing these little floof people, and so my kids wanted me to make one, or make some, so I made a bunch out of pipe cleaners and yarn and googly eyes, and this is the only one that has survived my little kid's wrath. And then on my pegboard, you can see it's not much different from last time. I've just hung more things. So I've got my shelves across the bottom, which I've also pegged some photos to. And then each shelf is just kind of holding things that I'm gonna need. And over here I've got some nice long arms holding scissors, and the funky scissors, I can't remember what they're called. And ruler and compasses and hole punches and duct tape. And this is my camera arm that I use for filming video face down. So it'll look down on this, and that's my light box. My camera's right there. I've got extra batteries put away, my Cricut stuff, a cute little fake flower vase that I've had for about 6 years. And yeah, it's just, I like it. And then I've got various things in bins on the pegboard, various pens and markers and things, my little Doctor Who magnet, now that I have somewhere to put it, gel pens, and again, little bric-a-brac knickknacks that I need. This is just some marker paper and little sketchbooks that I wanted near me, roll of paper towels, my nice desk lamp. Oh, and fun fact, this little bloop print right there, the biggest risk in life is not risking. That came from a package of Spanx. And I thought, you're right, Spanx. Take risks. So I do. And I hung that up. Yeah, this is just a little hub. Again, I sent that through my blog to review for Christmas, and I did, and it was amazing, and it holds tons of different things. And as long as your baby doesn't go and start pushing the button, and it works brilliantly. And then there's just my iPad set up so that I can keep it charging when I'm not using it, and take it or have it playing like videos and things when I'm doing art. So that's that. And then under here I've got apparently Wilder's box. This is just 3 drawers that I have various stuff in that I need to keep, and he likes to get into it. In fact, what he's looking at right now, that little thing, you can kind of see Hi. It has like a Christmas tree on it, and it used to have rhinestone stickers on every inch of that tree. And the other night, my husband, when he was in here fixing my cords, he was not paying attention, and Wilder got into it, pulled every single rhinestone off, ate half of them. The other half were on my floor and all over stuck to him. So I was picking rhinestones off of him for hours. It was crazy. You can kind of see one of the rhinestones right here. But anyway, yeah, this is just full of stuff that I want to use. But again, he now thinks they're his drawers. Same with these. These are just full of stuff that I need and need a place for, and he likes to get into them and take them. So, yeah, that's it. So it's finally done. I'm super excited. The only thing really left, I know I said it's done, and it is, but I do need a second chair for right there. I've got that chair, which is the chair that I used to sit at my scrap box, and it's sitting there now. But since this desk is so long, I want to get a second chair, and my husband happens to be leaving his office and moving to work from home, so he's going to bring me one of their office chairs to put there. And then it'll be done, I swear. I swear. Unless I decide to change it, which sounds just like something I would do. Anyway, I'm so excited. I feel like I can actually work in this place. I feel like I can be creative in this place. Everything that I need is easy reach, and I feel like this is the place. This is finally a workspace that I can get behind. It's not as big as I used to have, and it's not as, it doesn't have as much natural light, because that little window, I mean, it's not little, it's pretty big, but it's still pretty small for an artist, and I used to have floor-to-ceiling windows. So I'm a little sad to lose space, but me and the baby, I think, are going to get a lot done here. And I'm very excited to move forward, because now I can finally start actually doing art again and actually getting work done, because I have not updated my main blog since the beginning of December, and it's February 1st now. So I think it's time, especially since it's my job and how I make my money. So I hope you guys liked this tour. If you did, don't forget to give it a like, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't, because that really helps me out. I really want to build my channel this year, and I would love to get all your feedback and love, and you guys have been traditionally so good to me. And now that I'm out of the woods with the depression and feeling good, I just want to light the world up and make it a better place. And I want you guys to help me to do that. So don't forget to tell your friends. I'm just joking. Also, if you haven't heard, I have recently changed all of my usernames. I am no longer Hey Katie. I am now Dancing Moon Art, which is much more me. And so if you want to follow me on social, it's Dancing Moon Art, pretty much everywhere, I think. So yeah, give me a follow there too, especially Instagram. Instead of changing my name, I've actually just started a new account, and I only have like 30 followers, so I would love to have more people. So if you are interested, Dancing Moon Art on Instagram. All right, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.